Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Philip the Mile High Mouth, and today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a look at, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Nintendo Switch. And what's the best way to play it? I mean, you should play it, because Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is one of the best games ever made. I would say it's in the top 50? I don't know, I'm not sure where it'd be on that ranking. But you know what? It's available in so many ways on the Nintendo Switch. Now, right now, as of 2024, there is the SEGA Genesis collection on Nintendo Switch Online. There is the SEGA Genesis Classics collection, then the Sonic's Classic collection, and then the SEGA Ages collection. There are 4 different versions of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Nintendo Switch. What I'm going to do in this video, please make sure that you hit like, share, and subscribe, is I'm going to go over all of them. What are the differences and what are the pros and cons of each kind, and then try and figure out which is the best way to play Sonic 2. Now, you should go play Sonic 2, but, you know, you want to play the best version. Is there a best version? Because they all have things about them that are good and things about them that are bad. And we'll go over all of those things in this video. So we're going to start with the standalone Sonic 2 and then go on to the other ones in that. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on over to the next version. Well, we're going to start with the standalone Sonic 2. And then we'll go over the other ones. And all the different options that they all have, which make them unique and unusual in their own right. There aren't really any particular weird quirks when it comes to like their emulation. I mean, the Nintendo Switch has been out since like 2017, and for some bizarre reason, Sega has seen well to bless it with like 3 different versions of Sonic 1, 4 different versions of Sonic 2, and only 1 different version of Sonic 3. It's so weird, so weird. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get going into it. Gotta go fast. For our first one, we're going to take a look at just the standalone Sonic 2, which is available as part of the SEGA Ages thing. Now, this one, all the emulation is done by M2. You might know M2 from other stuff and other emulation. The SEGA Ages one is interesting. This is just if you just want just Sonic 2. And it's just Sonic 2. It does have some options available for it. For example, rankings, a 100 coin challenge, 100 ring challenge. You can play as Knuckles in Sonic 2, and you can do something called ring keep mode. Now, if you're playing it in the original mode, whenever you left a special stage or so, you would lose your rings. It would go back to 0. But with this, you keep the rings, and you can also chain rings and such. And it's interesting. There's a couple extra stuff that they added in there. For example, there's staff credits and manuals. Let's go to the options. Now, there's different versions of the game. You can have the Japanese game or the international game. You can add the drop dash move to it, or turn on and off a stage select. This one also has HD Rumble. So this is one of the ones that has Rumble in it. Of course, various controls, and then it does save your progress, and you can do various things. You can do dot by dot, vintage, scan lines, and smoothing. They have quite a bit. Like, let's go back here. Make it full screen, fit to screen, normal. You can also do you can do scan lines, smoothing, or scan lines plus smoothing. And there's also a whole bunch of different wallpaper types. And you can also do a thing where it keeps track of how many rings you've collected in a row without getting hit. You don't need that on or anything. You can do this one looks okay. For our stuff, we're just going to be playing these in normal or fit. Actually, we should probably do it fit. There's full, which kind of stretches things. And then there's dot by dot, and then vintage, etc. We're going to do normal for this one, and we're going to turn all the scan lines off. Or maybe, there's smoothing, scan lines. They look fine. And if you're a person that likes those types of options, there's quite a bit in here for those. Let's go back a little bit. And there's that Sonic 2 and Knuckles and Sonic 2 in there. But we're going to do the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 one. And this is emulated in here. Some of these ones are not so much emulated as they're built from the ground up. Okay, you got one player versus then go down here to options. When you're in options, let's hit start. No. Hitting start brings you all the way to this. X button for some reason is your start. You can pick the options. You can do all sorts of stuff there. You can do Sonic and Tails and all those, but we're just gonna go back. We're just gonna go here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna play through the first level in each of these. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna play through it, the first level, and we're gonna do one instance of the. Yeah, we're doing this without the majority of those little options and extras that all these have. Boom. What we're going to do though is we're going to play through just the first level, but we're also going to show off at least one special zone. And yeah. I'm also going to let you kind of hear the music. Here we go to a special zone. Doesn't seem to be any real latency. Woo! Cool. Gotta avoid those. Woo! Got a Chaos Emerald. Now, if you want to pause, you have to hit the X button on the controller. That's your pause button. Hitting start brings up this, which, by the way, it allows you to save. Like I can sit here and say current data has been saved. You can set up to 10 different little save states. Ugh. So you got like 10 saves. So this is how it... Oh, we're going to go ahead and beat this level then. Whoop. There we go. And we got like a level there. Anywho, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So, by itself, you have the Sega Ages. The Pro it's just Sonic 2. You have 10 save spots. 10 save spots. You have, let's go back to the options again. You have 2 different versions. So you've got the, yeah, you'll hear me typing a little bit. You have 2 different versions, both Japanese and international. And then you have the drop dash move. Stage select, and you have HD rumble, which is an interesting little idea. If you have the then you have you have normal, fit, full, and dot by dot, and then vintage. Normal. Oh yeah, dot by dot for some reason. Yeah, you have scan line smoothing, then scan line plus smoothing. So you have you have you essentially have 1, 2. Dot by dot is your normal thing. Let's see here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different display modes, and then scan lines and smoothing. 5 different display modes, scan lines plus smoothing, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have about. Okay, so you have none. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You have. So you just type A, which we're using, and then variations of type. They have you have about 14 different options. That's 14. 14 wallpaper options. And of course, Knuckles is playable. So that's quite a bit. And the music sounds fine. By the way, when you're looking at the audio portions of it, let's go back here a bit. International version, Mega Drive, etc. I don't see any sound options, to be honest. So you don't really have sound options in here. But that's where you are with that. That's the Sega Ages M21. That's just Sonic 2 by itself with Knuckles being playable. It's just the same great game. A lot of good options. We'll go over what those options again are at the end of this when we decide what the best version of this is. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, we're now moving on to the Sega Genesis Classics version of Sonic 2. Now, this is one of the first releases of Sega Genesis games on the Nintendo Switch. And this one is put together by D3. D3 Technology. Okay, let's hit LR to start. There's your photosensitive warnings, etc. In order to get to Sonic 2, we have to get down here to this shelf. We have Sonic 2 3D Spinball. We're going to go with Sonic 2. Now, there's extras for these. There are, I don't know what that is, I think. Like, there's a leaderboards or whatever. And it says, finish Emerald Hill Zone with 5 lives. Like, there's some kind of, like, achievement system. Let's go ahead and play it. It'll bring it over here, and it'll pop it into a Sega Genesis. And then this. Now, we're going to mess around with this a bit. We want it to be in full screen. But before we do that, let's hold back and exit. Let's go to the emulator settings. Now, the D3 one, we want it to start in... I think I want it to start in full screen. But you can do stretched full screen if you want, which I don't know why you'd want to. And then you can... In some games, you can disable the sprite limit. It may not work like normally if you do that. So it does, however, have various you have scan lines and essentially one save state. There's only one real save state for these, and you can reset it. Well, anyways, you have for like smoothing options, you have full screen, stretched full screen, and just the normal, like its normal one. Like you have dot by dot, full screen, and stretched full screen. So you have 3 different display modes. You have scan lines and 4 different kinds of smoothing. Different kinds of smoothing. And those are ones that might be familiar to people if they use... there's a mirror mode. And you can also mess around with the TV projection to make the TV feel more curved. So there's that. So that's... I don't know why you want to do that. But anyways, for the 4 different types of smoothing, there's bilinear, which is a simple blurring, APX, which is 4 times more pixels, high quality 4X, which smooths diagonal lines and curves, anti-alias is the output, and then HQ4X, which uses 2-stage interpolation rules and is better handling at complex patterns. Now, all 4 of those types of smoothing are AI generated, so they can cause issues. But if you're used to them in other types of emulators, they'll be pretty familiar to you. For the borders, we have 1. Let's see, how many borders do we have? Okay, we'll start with checkers. 1. Wait, no. Let's go here. Borders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, just 9. We're going to go with that Streets of Rage one. So we have 9 wallpaper options. You cannot play as Knuckles in this. No, like, if you know the stage select code, you can use it. There's no drop dash, no extras, essentially. So you just have these. Let's go ahead and hit accept. And, we can mess around with the button layout. But let's go ahead and reset this console. And we're going to play through the first level of Sonic 2. SEGA. Okay. Start is start.
I'll be very honest, something about this one does feel a little off. Like, especially in comparison to the previous one. Yeah. I'm not sure what it is. Whoops. Let's go in there and get that that special mode. What? Wait, did we? No, we're not in mirror mode. That seemed a little off there. Yay! Oh, by the way, one thing I do want to mention about this is that, like, unlike that other one which didn't have that, this does have something that's kind of neat. Okay, you can speed it up, or you can slow it down. Like, let's see, we're doing this. See? So let's say I miss something and I get hit. Yeah. There is a rewind feature for some reason. And it's pretty powerful, but it's funny what it does. I kind of see. Look. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I love how it looks. I mean, it can save you from dying, but it's also funny to look at. It's one of the best parts of this collection. There's also games in here that are not in NSO and stuff, so it's kind of fun. Also, this is great. And so there is that rewind feature. And we're gonna go back into here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a rewind feature. Rewind and forward wind. Yeah, that's super weird. So, yeah, you've got 3 different display modes, scan lines of 4 different kinds of smoothing, mirror mode, 9 wallpaper options, and a rewind. As far as saving, you have
4 slots. 4 save slots. Save spots. 4 save spots. 4 save spots. And that's kind of neat. But yeah, that's the Sega Genesis one. Let's go down here a moment. We're gonna eject that cartridge. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Sega Genesis on part of the Nintendo Switch Online. Now you can download the Japanese version of this and play the Japanese version of Sonic 2, but let's go back here for a moment. Okay, so I'm not sure who does the NSO ones. I'm not sure who does the emulation for those, but it does have 4 save spots. Yeah, 4 save spots. Let's go to game selection real quick. So settings. You have 3 different. Ooh. Oh wait, you can do this. So you have 3 different display options. 3 different display modes. And they're pretty simple. 4:3 pixel perfect CRT mode. There's no smoothing or anything. Okay. Oh no. When we do this up here, oh. I didn't realize that would open up so much stuff. I had never done that before to mess with it. Huh. So if there is an international version of the game, it'll be there. But yeah, let's go back to this. Let's hit reset game. And yeah, there's 3 different display modes. There's really no wallpaper options. You do have rewind. Like you hold down the ZR button and you can go back. A limited rewind. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and play that first level. Yeah, this feels right. Something about that Sega Genesis Classics collection just felt off, and I'm not sure why. I mean, maybe it was because we were playing it in where it was full screen. But the reason we were playing it like that is if you put it into normal, it automatically applies aliasing and other options. So even though you can technically play this game without that, whoops. Oh. Let's go back here. Whoops. I can't believe we missed that. Huh? There we go. Hit. Yeah. Okay, let's jump into there. Let's get that done. Oh, that's so weird. You can see a little bit of the overscan. I think this might actually be fairly accurate emulation. I don't know who does the emulation for NSO stuff. Probably could be M2. Or it could be an internal team at Nintendo. They do understand these games. I feel like M2 and the NSO emulation, this one, it's... Whoop. It does feel more accurate than the Sega Genesis Classic Collection. The Sega Classics Collection, yeah. And it's got that neat little rewind feature as well, although that is limited. Which makes it useful for preventing death. and getting through some more difficult games, particularly like Comic Zone, it's not gonna, it sadly doesn't look as impressive as the one in the classics. There we go. Ding ding ding. Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. Okay. No ring keepers for us. Although that is a mode that the Sega Ages version has. And here we go. We can go back a little bit. See, it's kind of like... It's very limited rewind. And then, of course, you can create save points or suspend points. Or load suspend points. Or reset the game. But yeah. Oh, yeah, and start is start. By the way, they also sell a Sega Genesis controller that you can buy that the NSO will specifically notice, and then it'll display like a little icon up in the top left, and that's neat, I think. So you can, actually with every single one of these you can play them using that, or you can do what I do with those, and I play it with like the Super Nintendo pad, or the I really do like the 8-bit the 8-bit Pro 2, or the 8-bit M30. The 8-bit M30 feels like a Saturn pad, and that's beautiful to me. That's fantastic. It's just what I want it to be. I am, however, playing it with a Pro controller. And that's that one. Overall, it's the one with the least amount of options. Rewind option. So limited rewind option. Yeah, 3 display modes, 4 save spots, limited rewind options. It's super, but it's, as far as the accuracy of the, like, what it's got, it feels more accurate than the Sega Genesis Classic one, but it's also like, doesn't have all the bells and whistles sorry, of the Sega Ages one. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. Our fourth one in this, from the Sonic collection that they put out. And here we are with our final Sonic 2 version. This is from Sonic Origins, the Sonic Origins collection. Loading up. Who worked on this one? Sonic Team. Oh. Headcanon. Now that's an interesting one. So, let's take a look here. This is the Sonic Origins collection. Or rather, this is Sonic Origins Plus. And this is the most radically different of that. So, you have the Anniversary mode, which has updated features on a 16:9 screen. Classic mode, which is just the original format of 4:3. A boss rush mode, and then a mirror mode, which is the Anniversary mode but flipped. Now, if we go to options, we have aliasing on. So you have anti-aliasing, and that's it. No smoothing or anything, or scan lines, just anti-aliasing, and that's it. For the, if you're doing a letterbox one, you have how many different? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12, 13. Yeah, you have 13 different wallpaper options. All of which are Sonic related. 13 wallpaper options. You let's see the credits. I want to see who worked on this. I want to see like what team worked on this. Yeah, programmers, etc. Sound department. Lopes. Co. Design, etc. Taking a look at these. So you have the developing team. I'm trying to think like who really worked on this one. I think it is Backbone and Sonic Team, oddly enough. Okay, Radius 5. Headcanon worked on Sonic 3. Oh, wow. Powerhouse. Let's see the opening, etc. Oh, powered by Retro Engine and yeah. There's a lot. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's see. So I would just say Sonic Team. You can change around the languages and stuff. And you can have it in mono audio for some reason. But let's get back to Sonic 2. There's a classic mode, but this one has different gameplay modes. You have anti-aliasing, and that's it. That is all. You have anti-aliasing or no anti-aliasing. 13 wallpaper options if you're playing classic mode. You have classic, boss rush, mirror mode, and anniversary mode. Let's go to classic mode for a moment. We're going to play it in classic mode to show you the classic mode. We're going to do start. And by the way, oh, what? Oh yeah, there's these little animated things in front of it. Wait, are we in anniversary mode? No, we're in this. Okay, so there's animated cutscenes. This is the most altered, really. Even in this mode. Okay. Let's see what we got. Press button. No options. The options menu is missing. No options menu. But when you... Oh, wait. I don't want to hit that one. I don't want to hit that. Let's go back. Let's go back to here. One player. You could do Sonic, Sonic Tails, or Sonic and Tails. No, let's do start new game. When you hit this, you can... It'll auto-save for you. There's no rewinds. And no dot by dot. It is full screen or dot by. Wait. Let's restart that. It just occurred to me that... No. Let's go back to the main menu. No, I want to play classic mode. Start. Oops. SEGA! Okay, now here we go. Hit start. Sonic and Miles Tails Power. Yep. Okay, one player. So there's no codes. One player, Sonic and Tails. And we're going to start a new game. There's only like one save spot. Yeah.
Oops, oh my gosh. Hey, where is Tails? Oh, there he is. Come on. There we go. 68. Oh, that is weird. You see it too, right? Yeah, unlike the NSO one or the Sega Ages one, this isn't emulated, it's built from the ground up, essentially. And it's super curated. Oh, it's so weird and smooth. Oof. I don't know, something about it just seems off. Like running through butter? I don't know. It's super weird. Yeah, something about it just seems off. It's the most altered. Oh, it's got a ring keep mode already. It doesn't... It's got ring keep just automatically there. Huh. Yeah. I feel like this is curated for more modern systems. There's no rewinds. But yeah, this is not emulated. This is bespoke to this system. Actually, let's get out of that for a moment, because I do want to go over the anniversary edition. So, yeah. New content available. Neat. Let's go into anniversary mode to start. Now, let's actually watch the little cutscene. Why not? Anime cutscenes. Oh no, they're teasing poor Tails. And then Sonic showed up and beat them up, because that's what you're supposed to do, kids. When people are being mean to you, a blue hedgehog will come beat them up. And there we go. Okay. And this one's full screen, but it's actually like... Okay. Press the button. No options. No sound test. But here's what you can do. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles and Tails, Amy's and Tails. And they all kind of play again. So like, okay, you can, Knuckles and Amy are playable in like anniversary mode. Rebuilt game. True widescreen. Yeah, we're doing Sonic and Tails. Just, yeah, like... one save spot. Start that new game. Oh, gosh. Yeah, normally if it were like full screen like this, you'd think it would be like it would be look a little chubby because it would be stretched, but this is not stretched. Oh, and coin keep is always on, which I don't think I like. I don't like that, but that can help like younger players and stuff. I feel like this is the version for people who haven't played a Sonic game before or didn't grow up with it. So there's not like, whoa, oh gosh, that was not what I was intending. Oh, you know what? Let's get that. Whew. Also, wow, this one is the most speedy, I guess. Yeah. Okay, let's pop into here. Let's see what we got. Oh god! It's so weirdly smooth. It's like looking at whipped cream or something. I don't know. It's like a weird... It's very uncanny to me. But I think it's going 60 FPS. It's not bound to like sprite limits or other things. It's so weird. Scrolling is so weird. I mean, you all see it, right? This will be a 60 FPS video. And if you're looking at it, you're like, what in the world is going on? Ah, jeepers. That said, I bet this scales nicely on like the PS5 or Series X. Or PC. Is this on PC? I don't know. On PC, you could be like one of those Genesis emulators. But you should actually just buy games, you know. I recommend people... I mean, people took the time to port these and fix them up with little options and stuff, so... yeah, support the people who make games. Buy games legally, you know? Buy them. And this one's available physically. The NSO is not available physically. Sega Genesis Classics version is available physically, and the Sonic Origins Plus version is available physically. Only the NSO and... oh wait. Yeah, it kept those. Yay, it gave me an extra life. Whoop. Wait, I want to check something real quick. Nope. Okay, that's funny. Oh wait, I can control this. When I'm on here, I can control them. It's kind of neat. I could do that one, but I'm not going to. It is very possible, if you're playing this right, to have like 3 or 4 of the Chaos Emeralds by the end of the first level. And there's no rewind. And saved it. Ooh, we got through Act 1. But that's that. We're gonna go to main menu. And let's go to the museum. Illustrations. We unlocked some illustrations. Let's take a look at these. What did we unlock? Oh, neat. It's kind of neat. These I wish they had the full IDW things for that, and the premium collection, which we haven't messed around with. Then we have little movies. Sonic 2 intro. We haven't gone through to beat these things yet to show you the intros and outros. Yep. And then there's these little Sonic Mania adventures. And some stuff in here which is Sonic Symphony stuff. And then the animatics. Yep. And then of course Hounds. This is where they stuck all the stuff for Sonic 1, 2, 3, and CD. All those are in here. Unfortunately, not the right Ice Cap music. I wish it was, but it's not. It's the work in progress one that they had. It makes me so sad. Then there's Mystic Cave. Let's switch the character out. Yay! It's kind of neat. Anyways, let's go back to that. Let's go back to this premium collection real quick. Let's go to the illustrations. We're going to go to the Sonic 2 box art. Yep. This is in the two different versions of it. It's the European version, North American version, etc. Let's go into full screen and let's go. Lots of neat little extras and stuff to check out. But yeah, let's go over all four of the different versions. Now, oddly enough, the one with the least bells and whistles is the NSO version. That's the one with least bells and whistles. 3 different display modes, 4 save spots, and then limited rewind options. But that is also one of the most faithful. The next best faithful one is the SEGA Ages M2 version. That one has 10 save spots, 2 different versions. You can add a drop dash, stage select. It has HD Rumble, which is missing from all the other ones. 5 different display modes, scan lines and smoothing, 14 options for wallpaper, and Knuckles is playable. And that one, I feel like that one's one of the best ways to play it. The Sega Genesis Classics one from D3 Technology has rewind and forward wind features, which is super weird. A mirror mode, 9 wallpaper options, scan lines and 4 different kinds of smoothing, 3 different display modes, and 4 save spots. Sonic Origins has 1 save spot, anti-aliasing, and that's it. 13 wallpaper options, a classic mode, anniversary mode, mirror mode, boss rush, anime cutscenes that were added to it specifically. No options menu, so you can't access the sound test, and so different types of codes that you could do in the other ones you can't do in that one. And then Knuckles and Amy are playable in the anniversary mode, especially if you have the Plus version, and it's rebuilt from the ground up. And it has true widescreen. I think that if you've never played Sonic 2 and you just want the pure experience, you want to do the NSO one. Just do the NSO one. If you're a super fan of Sonic 2 and you don't really care about all the other stuff, you just want a really well emulated version and you just don't mind that it's just Sonic, get the Sega Ages version. But if you're new to this and you really just want to play Sonic and you want it to have the best possible experience on the most stuff and you don't care about accuracy, then Sonic Origins Plus is your way to go. I can't really recommend the Sega Genesis Classics version because NSO, despite having less options, is still better emulated. And honestly, if I were playing this for the first time, I would actually say, hey, here's Sonic Origins Plus, play it on that. Play the anniversary mode, have fun. It does, but if you're more about preservation, you want the Sega Ages one. So I'm going to recommend that if you want to play Sonic 2, everything but the Sega Genesis Classics version. I know it's got that wonderful little rewind feature. I like that. But no. Don't go with that one. If you have NSO and you're playing for the expansion pack for NSO, for the Nintendo Switch Online, you can play Sonic 2. But if you really like Sonic 2, like the Pro version, I think the best way to play it, like if you just want to play Sonic 2 and have it be exactly like you remember, you either buy the Sega Ages version or play it on NSO. But if you want to play it the most modern way possible, Sonic Origins Plus. Actually, to be honest, since the drop dash isn't in that, let me check Sonic Origins real quick. There's something I gotta check about the anniversary mode. Let's go back a bit. Let's go to the anniversary mode, and we'll continue where we left off. Love that, it's seamless. Okay, let's do the. Now let's see. Is there? There's no drop dash, no extra spin, and no up thing. That said, this one's rebuilt from the ground up, so it's really the best way to it's really the best way to experience that one. Let's go to the main menu. It's like it doesn't have the if you want to play it and have it look really nice, and you don't care about accuracy, and you're giving this to like a kid or someone that doesn't really care about the accuracy, Sonic Origins Plus is a good way to play it. But if you really just want to play Sonic 2, you want it in the best possible way, you want it to be accurate, but with like a little extra frills, the Sega Ages M2 is the way to go. And that one's super cheap, so you should pick that one up. If for some reason you want all the other stuff too, like Sonic 1, 3, Sonic 3 Knuckles, Sonic CD, and then all of the Game Gear games, every single Game Gear game, then pick up Sonic Origins. But yeah, the best way to play Sonic 2, if you want to play it accurately, is Sega Ages or NSO. If you want to play it with a little bit of extra stuff and with actual HD Rumble, which is actually really good on it, do Sega Ages. So if I'm ranking these, best way to play it is Sega Ages. Second best way to play it is Sonic Origins Plus, followed by NSO, and then Sega Genesis Classic as a fourth. Not a distant fourth, just kind of a fourth. But yeah, there you go. Best way to play this is to pick it up as the Sega Ages version. And there you go. That's the end of the video, and you are now caught up.
Morning, Maya.